Right, morning. Got my coat on today. It's blowing a little bit stronger, and the forecast is that this wind is going to strengthen quite a bit over the next day or two, and in fact Thursday we're gusting to 30-35 miles an hour winds. So this morning I'm going to go and fetch the creel in, bring that back, and then that gives me the option then of not going out tomorrow. I certainly wasn't proposing to go out fishing on Thursday. That's when I'm going to fetch the boat back in Thursday morning on the high tide. So we're just taking it easy, about 7 knots, and I'm hiding in the cuddy here whilst I'm steering, just keeping out the spray. It'll get a bit lumpy as we go across the St. Maur's estuary. Okay, so we've got the creel in the boat. We just got a little bit of shelter from the wind here behind the headland. So let's just have a quick look. I can see something in the creel. It's not that exciting though, so hang on a minute. So we've got a small edible crab. One day that'll be big, and that'll be a sandwich. And away! Still using that little 13-gram Savage Gear line through. I should have bought more of these. I tell you, I'd be devastated if I lose that, because it's been a killer lure this holiday. Savage Gear line through. I'm not even paid to advertise these things. I just love it. It's brilliant. Yeah, another nice mackerel. Another nice mackerel. That's going to be one each for tea now. Super rod this. What is it? A 20 to 50 gram 9-foot. Really like it. I think it was only about 30 quid, and the guy at Tickler's Tackle put a special handle on for me. I think the braid helps with setting the hooks. Your rod tip definitely bangs round. Just tighten the drag up a bit there. Something hit that. I'm gonna go call it a mackerel, I think.
Until 0600.
Feels like a mackerel.
UTC Wednesday, 7th June. General situation. A high pressure will remain slow moving across northern parts.
Yeah, mackerel. Oh, another good one.
During the next couple of days.
That's the thing with these lures.
Conditions over the British coastal waters.
These Savage Gears, they really do seem to be picking up the bigger fish. That's a good sized fish. Feels mackerel. It's the way it sort of thrashes around, really. Should be coming up here. Yes, another nice mackerel. Here he comes. Grand. Just in case you're wondering about size, minimum take size is 30 centimeters. This one's 34. So well in, good size. Oh, we're on again. Another nice one. That was 36 centimeters. Now, just in case you're thinking, oh, he's mackerel bashing, he's taking them all. I've got myself 6 fish, mackerel. Those 6 mackerel, 2 are for me and my wife for tea. 2 I thought I'd give to the nice guy on the marina, Kian, who's been really helpful. I met him in the car park this morning and he said, "You're not going out in that weather, are you?" So I'll take him a couple of fish back. The other 2 are going to be for bait, and we're going to try for thornback a bit later on this afternoon. The fish that I'm catching after now will just get shaken off at the side, and they'll go back to fight another day. So they're just for sport. Just released at the side of the boat without touching it. Some people say if you touch the mackerel it dies anyway, so that's just a case of carefully getting hold of the hooks and shaking them straight off. Mackerel's gone off now. There's some other species I want to try for as well, so it looks like it's flattening off a little bit, so we might get just a bit further over to the opposite side of the estuary. We still can't go out south because of the wind and the swell. You can tell there's been plenty of action this morning. This is my first coffee, 11 o'clock. Slipping a bit there. Today I wasn't sure what we were going to be doing. It was a kind of wing it. It's turning out okay. Brown crab, mackerel, almost a seagull. No seagulls, don't want seagulls. They kind of eye up the lure as you're bringing it through if it's close to the surface, and you think, oh, don't dive on it. I played a video back to my wife the other evening, and she said, do you know what, when you're fetching a creel in, you look really furtive, as if you're nicking it or something. Now the reason is, usually the creels are close to the shore, and you've just got to really have your wits about you, otherwise you'll end up with your boat on the shore, on the rocks. So success as a fisherman is judged by the number of gulls you have round the back of your boat. I thought they were actually going to land in the boat here for a minute when I was doing the mackerel and preparing them for tea tonight, getting them all gutted. Anyway, we've got a bait down. Let's see if we can get another thornback, because that got my own pet seagull on front of the boat by the looks of it. Look at it. Right, so change of scenery. I've come back to the first Bull Huss mark. The East Narrows up there was quite blustery with the wind. It was quite exposed. I ended up with about 5 times the depth of anchor line out, and I was still dragging, and the boat was really swinging about on the anchor. It's still swinging here. But at least we're getting some shelter from the wind from these trees and a little bit of headland over here. So 1.5 mackerel as bait. We'll use those this afternoon, and then it may be an early finish. So I think we might have a Bull Huss on here. If not a Bull Huss, a massive clump of seaweed. I think there might be a Bull Huss on. Yeah, another angry Bull Huss. Welcome aboard, Mr. Bull Huss. Okay, yeah. Another Bull Huss. They really twist, don't they? That's a good one. Hi there, welcome back to another day on the boat. And for you guys, this is going to be the last day that I'm bringing you out on the boat for this trip. I think it's going to be video 8 or something like that. So I hope I've shown you a little bit about what I get up to when I'm here. One of the things I wanted to do was just show you that, you know, there are a lot of well-established channels here in Cornwall. And they go out and they catch lots of fish, and they've got great knowledge of the local area and great skill. I just wanted to show you what an average fisherman can get up to, just turning up here, finding out about the local area, talking to people, trying to find a few marks and hopefully getting a few fish. And I hope that's shown that, just what an average lad gets up to, really. Now, Today, once again, we've got this easterly blowing. Tomorrow it's supposed to be gusting to 36, so I'm just fetching the boat out, and I'm going to spend the last couple of days of my holiday walking the dog on the cliff path and just enjoying a bit of time out and, you know, enjoying the rest of the holiday. So what we're going to get up to today, well, I've got one mackerel from yesterday. It's still reasonably fresh. Wouldn't mind another thornback. I just got that one and it was an absolute beauty, Thornback. Was that video 7, I think, something like that. Have a look back at it. I'm just slightly excited about catching that one. That's enough chatter from me. I think we'll go out, head out a little bit further, get some lures over the side of the boat and see how many fish we can bring aboard. Do you like that? How many, not if. Getting cocky. That'll soon get knocked out of me today, I'll tell you. Right, let's do it. So I don't know if you can see the waves here. The wind is just really picking up, and it's quite hard to keep the boat on station. I have been fishing a mark over here, just in the lee of the land. I don't think it's a very good mark. I've just come out with a few more feathers just to get maybe one more mackerel, and then I'm going to head up inland a bit, just up the estuary, see if we get any more opportunity up there. It's kind of blown out a little bit today. You can see I've got my coat on. It's a bit cool. Right, so as I mentioned, this was the last boating fishing day of the holiday. It's been really good. Really glad to have you along. I'm going to do another video maybe tomorrow when I take the boat out of the water, just in case you're interested in it, and a bit of a roundup. So the last bit of mackerel is on here. Probably going to give that about half an hour or so. I'll probably say this half a dozen times, but you know, thank you for coming along. Thank you for making all your nice comments. Thanks for watching. It really does mean a lot. So let's have a species count. Thornback. My first thornback and a good PB. Plenty of Bull Huss and some nice sized ones as well. Mackerel, really enjoyed having those on the single lure, the Savage Gear line through. Get some great action on that rod. Bass, again, lucky to get the bass, but I really enjoyed doing that too. We had 2 of those little lawns, one of which came on the boat and the other one dropped off at the side of the boat. They're quite an interesting little fish that I'd not caught before either. There was the conger in the creel. God, I love congers, really, all that juggling. And in terms of the creel, we've had an edible brown crab, spider crabs, and a couple of lobsters. So that's been really successful. And there was Douglas's prawn pot, and that's been good at getting the prawns. I've been using those for bait. Dee's main contribution has been trying to eat my pasty when we were in St. Maur's. It's quite long out on the boat for her, quite hot. So given that there's a coastal path to be walked on, she's been out there and walking on that. Bye from me, tail wag from Dee, and tight lines, and enjoy your own fishing, whatever you're doing. I'll see you tomorrow when we get the boat out and we do a roundup. See you later.